children, today let's start with chapter number 2, that is Introduction to MS Access 2016. So in this chapter I will tell you about what is data, what is database and DBMS, that is database management system. First, what is database? It is systematic collection of data. What it supports? Storage and manipulation of data which makes data management easy. जो data management को कैसा बनाता है? Easy बनाता है, right? So our online telephone directory would definitely use database to store data pertaining to people, phone numbers and other contact details. So your electricity service provider is obviously using a database so that it can manage billing, client related issues to handle fault data, right? Next is what is DBMS, that is database management system. It is collection of program जो enable करता है user को to access data, manipulate data, reporting and representing of data, right? It also helps to control access to the database. So database management systems are not a new concept. As such, it will be first implemented in 1960. Charles Babbge's integrated data storage. What? It is said to be the first DBMS. पहला DBMS system कौन सा आपका? History का Charles Babbge. So with the time, database technology evolved a lot. Time usage and accepted functionality of database has been increased immensely. आप देखेंगे immensely तो database की वो क्या हो रही है? Increase हो रही है, right? We have 4 types of DBMS, right? Hierarchical DBMS, network DBMS, relational DBMS, and object-oriented relational DBMS. So first is hierarchy. इसमें क्या होता है कि जो employees होते हैं वो पेरेंट चाइल्ड वाला रिलेशनशिप होता है. इट इज पेरेंट चाइल्ड रिलेशनशिप. इट्स स्ट्रक्चर इज लाइक अ ट्री. जैसे ट्री की नॉट्स होती है ना, इस तरीके का इसका स्ट्रक्चर होता है, राइट? सो रिप्रेजेंटिंग रिकॉर्ड्स एंड ब्रांचिंग रिप्रेजेंटिंग. जो नॉट्स होती हैं वो किसको रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं? रिकॉर्ड्स को. और जो ब्रांचेस हैं वो किसको रिप्रेजेंट करती हैं? फील्ड्स को, राइट? सो द विंडो रजिस्ट्री यूज विंडो एक्सपी एज एन एग्जांपल ऑफ हियरarchical डाटा. ठीक है. Network DBMS. What is network DBMS? It is a type of DBMS जो क्या सपोर्ट करता है? Many to many relation. They usually results in complex database structure. और जो आपका RDM server है, it's example of database management system. Now relational DBMS, it is a type of DBMS जो किसको डिफाइन करता है? Database relationship. किस फॉर्म में? टेबल के फॉर्म में. And what we call it relations, right? Unlike the DBMS, RDBMS does not support many to many relationship. It has been predefined data type that they can support. ये एक predefined data type होता है जो हम support करते हैं. And the most popular DBMS type is in the market is a relational DBMS, जिसमें आपका MySQL, Oracle, Microsoft SQL Server ये सब है, right? Now object oriented. What is object oriented relation DBMS? It is a support storage of new data type. ये एक तरीके का एट्रीब्यूट है एंड द मेथड्स दैट डिफाइन व्हाट टू डू विद द डाटा. इस डाटा के साथ करना क्या है वो ये डिफाइन कर. नाउ व्हाट आर द एडवांटेजेस ऑफ डाटाबेस? एडवांटेजेस क्या हैं? फर्स्ट इज मेंटेनिंग स्टैंडर्ड्स, इंप्रूव डाटा एक्सेस टू यूजर, इंक्रीज कंसिस्टेंसी एंड रिड्यूस डेट और एरर एंड डिडक्शन इन डाटा रिटेंसी, राइट? सो मेंटेनिंग स्टैंडर्ड्स मतलब जो हम स्टैंडर्ड्स हम उनको मेंटेन करके रखते हैं, राइट? दैट इवन नेशनल इंटरनेशनल स्टैंडर्ड्स आर ऑल्सो मेंटेन. दिस इन टर्न मेक श्योर दैट जो इंटीग्रिटी है वो ग्रेटर होती है एंड इट्स एड्स इन शेयरिंग डाटा बिटवीन डिफरेंट सिस्टम. इम्प्रूव डाटा एक्सेस टू यूजर. सो वी कैन से दैट डाटा कैन बी एक्सेस बाय मल्टीपल यूजर विद ईज एज डाटा इज स्टोर्ड सेंट्रली इन DBMS. जो डाटा है वो सेंट्रली किस में स्टोर होता है? DBMS में. So user can access data as per their needs from all over the country. Like railway booking, it can be made from any part of the country. आप कोई भी part of the country से कहीं से भी क्या कर सकते हो? रेलवे टिकट्स की बुकिंग कर सकते हो. Increase consistency और जो अपडेट होता है ना एरर का वो उसको रिड्यूस करता है. So you can store data in different location. भाई more chances कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि जो आपका डाटा है आपको उसको मॉडिफाई करना होता है. So then you can modify it there only. Reduction in data redundancy means duplication of data. उसको बचाता है. Now Microsoft Access 2016. If we talk about Microsoft Access, it is one of the popular DBMS application which is offered by Microsoft. ये लेटेस्ट वर्जन है Access 2016 का. इट्स रिलेशनल डाटाबेस जहाँ पे डाटा को हम किस फॉर्म में स्टोर करते हैं? टेबल्स के फॉर्म. राइट। रिलेशनल डाटाबेस यूजेस मल्टीपल टेबल्स जिससे हम डाटा को ऑर्गेनाइज करते हैं, क्रिएट करते हैं रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन दिस टेबल्स टू रिट्राइव डाटा. Each specific piece of information in a table is called value. It is located at the insertion of a column and row, and total numbers of values in the table and number of rows are multiplied by number of columns. Right? Next is important terms and basic object. Let's study about some important terms. Like first is database file. So it's a file which stores entire database and it is saved to your hard drive and other storage device. Then we have data type, which is a property of every field, and every field has data type. जैसे text होता है, number होते हैं, data होते हैं. Then table, it is an object which store data in raw and column form. ये data को किस form में, raw और column के form में क्या करता है, store करता है. Next is table is usually related to other table in the database. Each column must have a unique name. हर एक column का अपना अपना क्या होना चाहिए, unique name होना चाहिए. We can also define primary key in a table. Then we have queries. Answer a question by selecting, storing and filtering data. It shows selection of data जो किस पे based होता है, criteria या limitation जो आप provide कर. Queries can pull from one or more related tables, right? Types of queries. Queries can be select, insert, update and delete. Now form. It is a database object that you can use to create a user interface for database application. Now forms helps you to display live data. आप live data को display करते हो from the table. It is mainly used to ease the progress of data. What is report? Report is the object in desktop database जो primary किसको use करता है? Formatting, calculating, printing and summarizing. Right? You can even customize the report look and feel. Macros. What is macros? It is mini computer programming construct and they allow you to set up commands and process in your form. जैसे आप searching कर रहे हो, moving कर रहे हो to another record or running a formula. Now what is module? They are procedures, functions that you can write using Visual Basic for application. What are the advantages of MS Access? Advantages क्या है? ये एक तो आपको क्या ऑफर करता है? Fully functional relational database management system. Easy to import data. आप multiple sources से क्या करते हो? डाटा को easily import कर सकते हो, right? You can easily customize access according to personal and company needs. Access वर्क करता है well with many of the development language. जो किस पे वर्क करती है आपकी विंडो ओएस पे. It is robust, flexible and it can perform challenging office, right? It allows you to link to data in existing location and use it for viewing, updating, querying and reporting, right? Next is macros. Is access is a simple programming that construct which you can use to add functionally of the data. It can perform heterogeneous joins between various data set across the different platforms. If we talk about DBMS, MS Access disadvantages, what are its disadvantages? एक तो एक small to medium business sector के लिए ही useful, right? Next is it is not useful for large scale organization. ये obstruct करता है, right? It can obstruct. Then all the information from a database is saved into one file. It can slow down opening of reports, queries and forms. जिसकी टेक्निकल लिमिट है वो 255 concurrent users, right? It requires lot more learning and training as compared to other Microsoft programs. Now starting MS Access. If you want to start MS Access, you have to click on Start button. All programs, click on Microsoft Office 2016. This is your Microsoft Office 2016 window. Now how to create a database. If you want to create a database, how you will create it? So for that you will have a blank database, right? And which means creating a new database, right? Install template, in which we have pre-installed templates that are already on MS Excel. जिससे आपको यहाँ पे कुछ steps दिए हुए. You have some following steps given over here, right? On the Access 2016 start screen, a list of templates appear. Choose a template of your choice. आपको अपने choice का template को क्या करना है? Choose करना है, right? Then afterward, what you will do? You will select, say, the desktop personal contact template, right? उसके बाद क्या करोगे? It displays a description of the template and asks you to enter the name. इसमें आप क्या करोगे? अपने database का name enter करोगे with the option file name. And after that, the location you will access show below the file name. और जिस location पे आप चाहते हो उसको save करना, आप वहाँ पे save कर सकते हो. And you can also create an access create database. ये display करता है table किस form में? Data sheet view के form. The navigation pane display all the objects. As you click on the create button, जो blank आपका database है, what happen? It will be created and the name by default for database will be table 1. By default क्या होगा? Table 1 होगा. Now access window components. We have different components like you can see here. This is your quick access toolbar. This is title bar. This is your ribbon, right? And this is your navigation pane. So quick access toolbar जो है it's found on the top left corner of the access window. We have save button, undo button and redo button. Save अगर आपको जो भी आपने काम करा आप उसको सेव करना चाहते हो. Undo when you take back to previous and redo मतलब आप जब दोबारा से करना चाहते हो. Then we have ribbon. There are many tabs that are present on the ribbon, each having several other group of commands. Some of them will only appear when you are working on a certain object, and these tabs are referred to as contextual tabs. What is navigation pane? So the names of all the objects in the database are displayed by navigation pane. जो grouping होती है object की ये किसके basis पे होती है? Data type के basis पे. So double clicking of the name of the object in navigation pane will open and you will perform different functions. So you can right click on the object and what you will perform the function that you want. जो function आप perform करना चाहते हैं. Right? Then we have tables in the MX Access. Let's study about the different components. We have field or attributes. So field or attributes, they are actually columns in a table and the name unit information is known as field. One type of information about all the object or field is stored by a field and all field have a data type जो किससे determine करता है what kind of information can be stored. किस तरह की information हम इसमें store कर सकते. Right? Different types of access we have. शॉर्ट टेक्स्ट जिसमें आपके नंबर्स होते हैं 255 कैरेक्टर्स की स्टोरेज होती है. देन वी हैव लॉन्ग टेक्स्ट जिसकी जो लेंथ होती है मैक्सिमम 63,699. नंबर 1 to 4 डेट टाइम होता है, करेंसी होती है, ऑटो नंबर, येस नो, अटैचमेंट एंड ऑल. अटैचमेंट में आप कोई डिजिटल फोटो कोई फाइल अटैच करना चाहते हैं तो आप उसमें अटैच करते हैं. ऑडियो ऑब्जेक्ट्स में क्या होता है? ऑडियो वीडियो और अप टू 2 GB डाटा कैन बी स्टोर्ड. हाइपरलिंक टेक्स्ट और कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ टेक्स्ट. व्हाट हैपन इन दिस? आप देखेंगे कि जो टेक्स्ट है वो हाइपरलिंक के थ्रू आप क्या कर सकते हो उसमें ऐड कर सकते हो. नाउ रिकॉर्ड्स आर रो इन टेबल. इट इज यूज्ड टू स्टोर कंप्लीट इंफॉर्मेशन अबाउट द ऑब्जेक्ट. देन वी हैव प्राइमरी की. इट इज अ फील्ड और कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ फील्ड दैट आर यूज्ड टू यूनिकली आइडेंटिफाई द रिकॉर्ड. इसमें आप क्या करते हो? यूनिकली क्या करते हो? रिकॉर्ड्स को आइडेंटिफाई. नाउ व्यूज ऑफ अ टेबल. वी हैव डिजाइन व्यू एंड डाटा शीट व्यू. So what is design view? It displays the view which allows you to enter field, data type, description in your database table. What is data sheet view? It is a display view which allows you to enter raw data. Raw data को किसमें? database table में जब आप change करें. Right? Field grid pane. To enter field names and their data type, what you will do, an optional description can also be given about the each field. So we have field properties pane. So here creating a table. Now you want to create a table. How you will create it? So for that in a design view using a template or by entering data. Different ways हैं. 3 different ways कि how you will do. First of all I will tell you about design view. So in design view you will open the database in which you want to create a file. You will click on create tab and then you will go to click on table design buttons. In the tables group a blank table will be open. The design view window is divided into 2 sections, left section and right section, right? And that design section and consists of 2 parts. इसमें एक तो field definition grid है और एक आपकी field properties pane है. Now modify. When you need to change the table design after creating a table, तो आप data sheet view में क्या करोगे? आप add करोगे, delete करोगे, rename करोगे, move करोगे और data type को change करोगे. Inserting new field. Now you want to insert a new field. So then what you will do in a table design section, you will go to field definition. You will place the cursor on the row above which you want to insert a row in a new field. So under table tool on the design tab in the tool group, click insert rows button, right? And your rows will be inserted. Now deleting the field. Now you want to delete a field. So for that you will have 3 ways. In field definition grid, select the field by clicking the field selector. And you will press the delete key. So under the table tool on the design tab, what you will do? You will click the delete row button. Select the delete row option. A warning message appears, yes or no. वो depend करता है आपकी choice. right? What's your choice? It depends upon that thing, right? Now we have completed this chapter. Let's move to the exercise room. First is tick the correct option. Dash is the systematic collection of data. What? That is your data types, database या data. तो आपका database. Relational database management system is commonly known as RBDBMS, DBMS या table. That is RDBMS. Dash are used to input data in Access, that is forms, right? We can modify dash in Access. आप किसको कर सकते हो? Field को. This is not a type of DBMS. That is आपको होता है hierarchical, rational या forms. Now data types are the properties of each field. Now fill in the blanks. Dash DBMS supports storage of new data type, that is object oriented. To create, modify, extract data from database we use, हम क्या यूज करते हैं? DBMS. Organized collection of relevant data is refers to as database. Dash are mini computers programming construct, that is Markovs. Technical limit of MX access is concurrent user, that is 255. That dash are pre-installed templates. Now write T for true and F for false. You have to write the answer which is right. You have to write T, and for false, for wrong answer you have to write false. A table cannot be modified in Access. False. It can be modified. Next is you cannot import data into Access. False. कर सकते हैं. There are forms, reports, queries in Access. It's true. Table design cannot be modified in Access. False. It can be modified. Data types are properties of each records. False. Field grid pane is used. जो field grid pane है उसको हम use करते हैं to set the properties for the field in the table. That is true. Now next is fill in the blanks. Attachment. Multiple files can be attached. Views मतलब display all the objects. Navigation pane. Attachment. Multiple files can be records. View, design view और आपका data sheet. Navigation pane, display all objects. Short text. Do not need calculation. Long text, maximum 6,000 field data. Right? Next is answer the following question. What is DBMS? And then you have to write about it. What are tables and records? Next question is what is query and वो कैसे different अलग होती है from forms. What is primary key? Give the advantages of MS Access. आपको MS Access के advantages देंगे. Describe any 5 data types. आपको कोई भी 5 data types को define. Then you have to write the steps to create a database, to create a table, that you have to do yourself. Right? Now we have completed this chapter. Hope you understood. Let's meet in the next class. Thank you.